Alright guys, so finally, after it's been long overdue, Pegasus is finally getting his new wheels and his new shoes. Old one's gotta go. Why? Because as you see, it's road rash, and then this one's actually bent. The other one is super terrible. Tons of road rash on this rim here. They don't make these rims anymore, so I couldn't just buy new rims the exact same style. I had to go with a different style, but that's okay, because one thing I hated was cleaning and trying to clean all the dirt up in here. Never gets 100% clean. And if you look on this tire, the guy who had the car before me actually waxed off the gloss coating on the rims. So yeah, these gotta go. Thought I was gonna get away with 2 new tires, but I had to do the whole set. These are pretty much gone in the back. Oh shoot, they're actually splitting, so I think I'm done with these. I was gonna try to keep these in case I wanted to do something crazy, but I don't think those will last, so these will have to go, unfortunately. Yep. Finally gets that complete makeover, man. Can't have a car that looks this good with road rash tires, bent and wobbled wheels. So out with the old and in with the new. These are the new tires I got picked up for Pegasus, and of course I'm going with a staggered setup to keep that old school beefed up muscle car look. I chose the Michelin Pilot Sport All Season 3 Plus because they were rated best for the traction, and the tread life is pretty great compared to the other ones in the range. Plus I like the way they look on the car, so Michelin was the way to go for me. It just depends on who you are and where you drive. I live in Texas, so sometimes it's sunny. It's sunny like 30% of the time, and it rains like 70% of the time. So I'm prepared in case we caught out there in the rain. Can't be slipping, sliding, and ice skating and whatnot. So yeah, it is what it is. I picked the Foose Legends with the staggered setup. Like I said, we're running 20s, 10.5s on the back, 8.5s in the front. It's gonna be a nice setup. Can't wait to put these on. Got my TPMS sensors ordered. Then I'm gonna have to order the programmer because surprisingly it has to be a custom programmer. So yeah, that sucked. I went through a lot of hoops with this. Originally ordered the wrong tires for the back, so I had to reorder the tires. So finally we're getting this done, guys. Y'all, if only y'all knew what I've been through to get to this point. It's been grinding my gears, no pun intended. Maybe it was intended, I don't know, but I just thank God that we finally gotten this far. So I can't wait to see what they look like on the car. Y'all stay tuned. Ooh, take a look at that. Man, it's like Christmas in March. So this right here is a rim clamp machine. If you've never seen it before, clamps the rims down so you can hold the rims into place and then mount the tire to the rim. Putting the tire pressure sensor on the rim. For those of you that don't know what that is, it reads the tire pressure of the tire and tells you if the tire pressure is low, and the light will illuminate if the tire pressure sensor is dead. Unboxed and unraveled. These are the new Foose rims. Ooh, look how sexy them bad boys is. Ooh. For those of you that don't know, this is what a tire pressure sensor is. Pretty much, if you've ever seen that tire light on in your car, this is the culprit right here. Usually if it's on, either your battery is dead or the tire is flat. In my case, the batteries were dead because the old sensors were about 3 to 4 years old, which is usually about how long they last on those stock sensors. So if the light never goes off and they're trying to reset it 9 times out of 10, this little sucker right there is dead. So we went ahead and changed those out. And another roadblock I ran into, if you guys are ordering tire pressure sensors online, make sure that they're compatible to be programmed at the shop that you're going to get them put on at. If not, then you're going to have to buy the programmer for those sensors. 9 times out of 10, they're going to need that programmer that from that website you got those sensors from. So keep that in mind. Ooh, I just love that black and chrome. Like I said, this is a stagger setup. We're going 10s on the back, 8.5s on the front. We're running them on 285, 35, 20s in the back, and then we're going 255, 35, 20 in the front. It's gonna be a mean, aggressive setup. Can't wait till y'all see it. And right there are the Michelin Pilot Sport AS3 tires right there. AS3 Plus, I'm sorry. AS3 Plus tires he's putting on. Like I said, one of the best in traction and one of the best looking that I've seen. So I decided to go with these right here. I heard good reviews on them, so that's the ones that I'm rolling with. So once you have the tire mounted, you have to pop the bead onto the rim, and then after you pop the bead onto the rim, you got to inflate it to the right pressure. And once he has the last tire and wheel mounted, you're gonna balance the wheels so they're not wobbling. So one thing, if you're ever driving and you feel your car is really wobbly, maybe that it's out of balance, so keep that in mind. It's the main reason why they balance wheels and tires, so that the car doesn't vibrate too hard when it's going down the road. You shouldn't be having any vibration. And if you are having vibrations, the first thing you want to check is that wheel balance. And the second thing is, if the wheel balance is correct, you want to check to see if you have a bent rim. So keep that in mind, bent rim, wheel balance. Alright, so now that we got all the rims and tires mounted, all we have to do now is balance the rim, put the rim on the car, and we ready to roll, baby. And then the alignment, of course, but that's not going to be for today. We're going to finish up the alignment sometime this weekend. So pretty simple. The computer wheel balancer just balances the wheels and tells the tech what weights he needs to put on the wheel in order for it to be perfectly balanced. So once he has the correct measurements or weight that he needs, he'll slap on the sticky weight, rebalance the wheel to make sure that that is actually the correct balance for the wheel. So just check the balance after a couple seconds, and it'll tell you if the balance is correct or if the balance is off. Has to slightly correct the balance. It's going to go ahead and do that. Put the sticky weight on, check the balance again, and boom, I think we're perfectly balanced. Then we're going to do that for the other 3 rims. After that, slap the rims on. Then it's the alignment, and then it's good to go. All right, guys, and now we are at Goodyear for the final step. So after you put all your wheels and tires on your car, you want to make sure that your alignment is straight, because if your alignment is not straight, you're going to eat up your tires and you're going to need new tires all over again. So Pegasus is headed to the alignment rack to get that alignment set, and we're going to be ready for this weekend, baby. Gotta set the toe, the camber, make sure my tires aren't turning one way too much, make sure they're not pigeon-toed inward or pigeon-toed outward, make sure it's going straight down the road, especially when you're racing or if you got a lot of power. You definitely want to make sure that that steering wheel is straight. You don't want to have to keep overcorrecting the steering wheel, which will prematurely wear out those tires, which is what happened the last time. Before I do a mod, I really take a lot of thought into it. Yeah, thanks, man. Thanks. And just like that, 20 minutes later, we are done. wash. And we ready to roll, baby. Woo-hoo-hoo-wee. So we are back at NTB. Got my wheels and tires put on, but the TPMS sensors were not programmed originally, and I was told that the sensors that I ordered online would not be able to be programmed. But when I went online, I bought the smart sensors from Car ID, and with those smart sensors from Car ID, they're a multi-frequency sensor, which basically means that they're universal, so they can be programmed with almost any TPMS tool. So I got my boy over here getting everything set up. So thankfully, thank God, this TPMS light is about to come off. So I'm so thankful for that we did not have to take these wheels and tires back off in order to set up these sensors. So for anybody that's doing a wheel and tire change, or you need new TPMS sensors, I highly recommend the smart sensor if it's available for your car on Car ID. All right, let's check this out. Moment of truth. Let's see. Yeah! That light is off. Look at that. Now, I know my check engine light is still on, but that's because I have one more part to order before I retune the car. So just disregard that light.
Are you listening? Damn.